Hey there, in this video we're going to be taking a look at the monkey jungle here at El Choco National Park. Coming up.
Rhinoceros, because as you can see it has horns on his muzzle. And these guys, the bunnies are not there to be fed to them. They're mostly omnivorous, but they do eat mostly fruits and veggies.
Although he kind of looks like he's been eating a lot.
Yeah, he eats with the bunnies. Winky we can't catch, he's too clever. He's trying to get in. If you come down over here, you might see him. He's looking at us. Right in the palm tree, and the other one is right here. You see him?
Oh yeah, there he is.
Yep. So these little guys are common squirrel monkeys. You have about 5 different species of squirrel monkeys. These are the common ones. You mainly find them in Brazil and Central America. They have a very wide habitat, and they usually live up to 15 years. So
that's a long time.
Yeah. Over there in the cage, you see the little nest. You can see one of the babies hooked on his mom's back. Oops, she just went in.
Oh yeah, I saw it,
yeah. So right now we've got about 6 babies, which will be released. They're actually pretty self-sufficient. They understand where the food is. They can jump terribly well.
Yeah. How do you know how old they are when you get them?
So you track them. So the first ones have been more than 10 years old. Because this place opened in 2008.
Okay.
And they were already adults when they got them, and then you keep track of who is born each year, so we do know them by names.
When they're born here, you know.
So one is Winky, the other one that was above here is Zulu. Winky was a juvenile, active, proactive.
Okay.
And then there's this juvenile over there that we decided to call Zulu. Which volunteers are here. Management named the first ones. This year, as volunteers, decided close to us. Make big splashes because they misjudge the length of their jump, and they will, like, if they fall on their backs, of course they will.
It's possible still.
But when they jump, they tend to go. He didn't have enough grip, so he just went straight on the ground, and he just looked at me like he was humiliated.
How you doing? How's it going? I think this one wants food. Hey! They're going crazy. Oh, broke it? Oh man. 29.
Yes.
He's an old man.
Yeah, capuchins in captivity usually live up between 40 to 50, if not 55 years old.
Oh wow. Normally out in the wild, how?
In the wild it's difficult to assess, mainly because they're not
you can't really track them.
But usually 35, less for the dominant ones.
Yeah.
The dominant ones tend to fight more because they do protect their grouping. Now Pika right here is also a brown capuchin, and Pika is about 15 years old now. She's a fully sexually mature female. The females reach sexual maturity at about 5, the males about 8 to 10. And over here you've got Coco, the big one with the big teeth that just broke the hose in 5 seconds. And Georgina right here, and then Coquito over there, and Chloe on the little top above the double door system. So all of these guys have kind of sad stories. They were all pets. Most of them have been abused. So
by their own former owners?
Yes. So George, for example, used to be a photo monkey in Punta Cana, and people would just put him on a leash and force him to take pictures. And when he reached adulthood, he just started to show dominance and try to bite and scratch and do things like this. And so, unfortunately, he was retired. What happened to him is they first took out his canines because he beat a client.
Oh, wow.
So he only has one left. And then they just tossed him in a cage, and it maybe he was getting jealous of our owner's baby. Because obviously she got less attention, and she tried to show dominance toward the baby, and they filed her teeth very badly so that she wouldn't bite, and they can still bite. I know that. She bit me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when I gave her food. And so she was given to us because the owners could no longer cope with her aggression, which is very common in capuchin monkeys because once they reach adulthood, and especially around 9 to 10, they become really highly dominant and they're very strong. So to give you an idea, Coco, for example, can lift that tire over there. It's bigger than him, it's heavier than him, they can lift it without problem.
But
They
wow.
go up to the mesh, they hook their back paw and their tails there, and they just lift it and drop it. Coco even lifted that big one.
That big tire?
Yep.
What?
It's said that very strong male capuchins can lift up to 10 times their weight.
Wow.
So that's huge.
And how much do they weigh usually?
14 pounds, up to 14 pounds, the males.
So up to 140 pounds they can lift?
Yeah, the females are about 7 pounds. Up to 140 pounds, yeah. They also have huge teeth, especially the males. Sexual dimorphism is very common in primate species, so they usually have bigger canines. And his canines are about that size.
Wow.
You saw.
That huge?
Yep, you saw what happened to the host.
Oh, yeah.
He does the same with wood. Unfortunately, they do bite everything.
Yeah.
And they also
that's like my dog though. She rips everything apart too.
And he has Kim Kardashian-like nails.
Nice.
So they just, the other day I tried to give him a banana about 2 weeks ago, and he managed to grab my hand and he just punctured me everywhere. So we all get like a bunch of scars from them scratching you. It could be solved with like kind of a isolated metal box to give them the food. The problem is you try to respect the hierarchy when you feed them, otherwise they kind of get mad at each other. So you would feed, for example, Coco first, and then Coquito, and then Chloe and Regina.
Yeah. You feed Alpha first, and then.
Yeah. And their reactions to people are very different from one day to the other. So these little guys, they're also very, very clever. It is said that they have the intelligence of 4 to 5 year old humans. They are very clever. They know how to use tools in the wild. Capuchins are very, like, it's not as much developed as in chimpanzees, for example.
Yeah.
But these ones, they do know, for example, how to crack open nuts by using the hammering technique. So if you ever watch a National Geographic documentary or whatever, they take a flat stones, they pile up nuts on it, and then they take stones and they hammer them down to open the nuts that are too hard to open. Now, ours, unfortunately, don't know these techniques because they were retrieved from the wild when they were younger. And so for a capuchin to learn, capuchins are social animals, so they need to learn the behavior from their peers. These ones were all independent, like privately owned monkeys, which means they had no contact with other monkeys and didn't learn to do anything with monkeys. The only two that were lucky enough were Coquito and Chloe, because they were raised together, so they do know like their vocalizations and stuff like this, so they're more social. But the other ones are a bit socially awkward and learned with time. Look at her, she's just hugging in the sun. So yes, nuts. We did try to teach them how to crack open nuts, but they have a more lethal technique. They just take the nuts and throw them on the ground, and it breaks open. Or they use their very, very sharp teeth.
Yeah. Stupid question.
Yeah.
When you get like bit or scratched or whatever, they don't have rabies or
No,
any
they get
disease?
capuchins are easier for us to treat than the squirrel monkeys. They get checked annually almost.
Oh, okay. So you're pretty safe then. You don't really get shots or anything.
My stomach is claiming for food. Yes, no, we're safe. They do get their rabies test. We get our rabies boosters. I got mine before volunteering here, so
That's good.
I'm fine. But yeah, it's a Franco-Dominican family, and it seems the accent just makes her go nuts. Now she's rubbing banana peels against her tail. So capuchins do scent wash. They use things like onions or garlic or pineapple and they rub it against themselves.
Oh, that's their cologne, perfume. Yeah.
Kind of. And some of the fruits that they use also have repellent capacities. So the banana peel, though, I don't know what use it has. I know it makes your teeth whiter, but they also do something called urine washing. It's not only to mark their territory and their dominant status and stuff, it's also because it gives them a better grip, apparently, when they climb. So capuchins have semi-prehensile tails. If you look at George, he grabs the mesh when he walks. You'll see him again.
Yeah.
Georgie! They grab their tails. Now, wedge-capped capuchins are way better at using their tails. They can actually grab things. These ones, they won't grab a peanut or a nut with their tail, but he will. See how he grabs things?
Yeah,
around?
with his tail.
And he also scratches himself with his tail.
With his the tails are pretty strong, huh?
It's very strong. If he grabs your arm, you're in for like a minute of fighting to get it back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So these ones, semi-prehensile, there are only 2 species of primate that actually have fully prehensile ones. And when you look under the tail, it looks like a hand, basically. Because they get sensitive, they can touch everything with it, and they can fully hold onto it. Georgie! See, he hooks it around the mesh.
Yeah.
So the others do it too, but it's not as visible. Pika! Pika!
Do you ever let them out to the jungle here?
No.
They're always in there.
These capuchins are a bit too dangerous to be released.
Oh, okay.
There is a classification of monkeys, and squirrel monkeys are deemed one of the least dangerous species. Capuchins, because of their nails, their teeth, and also because of their past, because most of these ones, for example, Georgina has been abused by her owner.
Oh, yeah.
She had her teeth filed, they have emotional problems,
Yeah.
so it's not the best thing. So this is Coquito. Coquito used to be our alpha 6 months ago. He overthrew George last year
Really?
because he became an adult and George had no canine to defend himself, so he nearly killed him and we had to
Oh,
retrieve,
wow.
George from the enclosure. And so Coquito became the alpha. Coquito is very smart. He made alliances with the others.
Hey there, buddy.
And then Coco became the alpha again because Coquito started getting bored and he didn't really pay attention, and then they had a fight and Coco now is the boss. Although it might change soon because Coquito's behavior is changing again. He's becoming more aggressive towards us, which usually means you're gonna be in for some trouble.
Oh. Do they ever like hurt each other like a lot?
So you see the fancy finger? Coquito broke it.
Oh.
And he chomped off a phalange from Coquito in the last fight. It happened at night, so we didn't see it until the morning, and Coquito was missing a phalange. They also nearly killed George. So
Really?
George he had 2 head wounds, he had 1 massive shoulder wound, and they had to take him out because they kept on aggressing him and biting him, and so he had to go to the vet, and it took him a few months to recover because he had necrosis, it was really deep. So we decided not to put him back with them because he's old and he can't defend himself, so we'd rather just
separate
like
them.
this for them.
Yeah.
They still see each other. He has Pika. Pika is fine with him, so it doesn't cause any problem. Do you see the teeth?
Yeah.
They're huge. Especially the upper canines are the longest.
He loves that banana.
I didn't even know he liked the peel so
The
much.
peel, yeah.
Surprising. So Coco is a big boy. And he's sweating. Yep, it gets hot even for a capuchin.
Yeah, it's hot in this country.
Now you see Chloe in the...
Oh, and the tire.
This gets birth control.
Really?
We do not want to let them breed for several reasons. First, they've never observed nursing before because they were retrieved so young, so they actually don't know how to do it. Second, because the enclosure space is too small and they would get inbred quite fast because we only have...
Oh, there's side effects and stuff. Yeah.
Mostly for them, it's water retention. They did get a bit fatter as we gave it to them, but it's better. But Coquito has been mean to Chloe recently.
Oh, there's a lover spat.
Yeah.
He's got a what?
He's got a full-blown erection.
Oh, is it
Coquito.
because of you, or I don't
He likes
even...
people. He gets very excited. Then he goes like, "Hello, Coquito." Oops, he goes up. Coquito. Oops, he goes up. So Coquito sometimes does nasty stuff in front of people.
Oh, I don't want to see that.
Yeah. It's funny though. Like, what's nice about it is they have no shame about it. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
their natural life.
Yeah.
But he always does that in front of children, and so I feel bad.
Oh,
Like, the
that's
children ask me,
horrible.
"What's happening?" He's like, "He's enjoying his life, kids. What is he eating?"
One day your parents are gonna tell you about the birds and the bees.
Exactly. I like how the tail just wraps around his arms right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Here we go. Oh, Coquito. Coquito. So Coquito used to be very aggressive when he was an alpha, and then when he went at the bottom of the ladder, you know, the social ladder, it just became nice again. But now you can
He's starting to...
tell that he's becoming naughty again. He's bothering the girls. Coquito! He's terrified of Coco though still. See, Coquito? This finger is missing a phalange. Like the second one on the right.
Oh.
You can see it because they don't curl like the other ones. You see how shorter it is?
Yeah.
It doesn't have a nail anymore.
Oh yeah.
So it's that's
Injuries.
that's from the fight
Yeah.
that he had, and he lost his dominance.
He lost it. Poor guy. Well.
Yeah, he broke the other's finger. Trying to not have volunteers because they do get attached to you.
And they don't want to leave.
Exactly. So, for example, some of the zip guides here have been working here 7 years. I kind of like that more for them, you know, to have someone long term instead of having kind of heartbreaks anytime.
I know, when you leave.
The last 2 volunteers we let had been here for 14 months, Dave and Dara. And when she left, Pika, you know, it's for me, it's the same for the macaws. Like, people clip their wings and they're no longer able to fly, and they're supposed to live in flocks. And they bring them to these countries where they basically stress out. So if you see Laura, the macaws are not ours.